All right, welcome to section 2 in our course about the PMP Exam Prep Seminar. In this section, we're going to talk about how do you get the most from this course. You've paid for the course, you're investing time in the course, and the goal of the course is you passing the PMP. So we might as well create a strategy about how can you get the most out of this course. No one wants to take a class and then get nothing from it. You need to see some return on investment. So I'm going to show you how I've designed the course to help you get the most from this course. Our first goal is you passing the PMP, and I know that you can do it, that you can pass the PMP. Well, our second goal, though, is to have a good understanding and a good base of how can you apply this project management principles in your role as a project manager, because we want to have some good practices, and we want to see a return on investment beyond just the PMP. Now, make no mistake, our first concern is you passing the PMP. That's our number one goal. You and I, it's you earning the PMP. So in this course, I'm going to start off by talking about some frequently asked questions that I've taught this course since early 2000, and I've taught for a long time online, and I get the same questions over and over and over. And many of these questions are answered throughout the course, but I think they're important, and I just want to set the answers for those up front so you know what's coming, and you may have some of these questions rattling around inside your head right now. So we're going to talk about FAQs. I'm also going to address this issue of, am I earning PDUs, professional development units, or contact hours, and what's the difference? So we'll nail that down, and that'll be clear for the remainder of the course. Yes, you get a certificate of completion. The number one question that I get every day from people is, do I get a certificate of completion? So you know those folks aren't watching this particular lecture, or they wouldn't be emailing me asking about the certificate of completion. So in this section, I'm going to show you how to claim the certificate of completion and why you need that if you're audited, like we talked about in the last section. So certificate of completion we'll talk about. We're also going to look at creating a study strategy. Now, you want a strategy in a project? Well, you need a strategy as you study. So you're studying to pass the exam. That's our number one goal here. We're going to look at the entire PMBOK Guide 6th edition. Don't worry, it's at a high level, but we're going to walk through all the different parts of it, and that will help us on the remainder of the course as well. I do have some resources throughout this course, so I'm going to show you how to download those resources and how to navigate the interface to download those so you can utilize those resources. And then you'll have an assignment where I'm going to give you some resources to download so you can test it out. And then I'll talk about maintaining your PMP, that once you pass the exam, and you will pass the exam, you want to keep a positive mindset. I'm going to talk about after the exam. Well, what do you do now that you're a PMP? How do you maintain that? And then I've got a new type of lecture that I'm going to share with you in this course, that it's called the PMP Coach. And I'm going to give you some real straightforward, frank advice to keep you going towards earning your PMP. All right, a lot of information to talk about in this section, so let's hop in right now and talk about how can you get the most from this course.